Hello, I'm Jari, and welcome to follow this channel. Welcome to hear about my first marathon in 2022. So, first of all, about the actual marathon in 2022. I was at the time in Etelä-Pohjanmaa, Finland. I was in the area where I lived my childhood, my teenage, up till the time I left the Finnish military. Place with all the beautiful memories. So I chose January for the month that I will run the marathon. Because I don't mind winter. I don't mind winter especially for jogging or running when it's not too cold. Because you can say that -20, -30, it's something very different than few minus grades. Few minus grades, it's cool, it's nice, and you don't sweat. You possibly sweat less than on the summer, even though I think I don't sweat that much even on summer. But it's very nice, and I have also been commented sometime that is it by people who live souther, that how it's to run overall to run in winter, that isn't it more difficult because of the air. I haven't felt that, but of course it's something that I have in our country, in Finland. We are very used to, so I assume we can handle it maybe other way than in some other place. Well, at least it was so for me. So, I had picked the route. I had prepared on the previous night. I had prepared a route on the countryside in the middle of fields, a road that I knew it won't have high traffic, and it seemed like a place where I can do it well. I mapped out the distance with Google Maps, and I figured out this would make the marathon distance when I run it by myself. So that's what I had done, and of course I went to sleep for the night. I got up 5:30 in the morning, and by the way, I will also add that before this run, the previous run, the longest run before this, it was something like 21 kilometers. Around the half marathon. This was the longest I had done before doing this one. So I said I started around 9:48 in the morning. It was about -4 Celsius, which is about 24.8 Fahrenheit. So we head to the road, start the route, and of course I will have this attitude that I want to do it now. Now it has to happen. So I'm leaving the car on the school parking lot. It's a village school, very silent, very tranquil. and I start running. And well, it's nice to run, it's cool, but because I hadn't really, one topic I had paid zero attention was like nutrition during a marathon. Because all the other runs, including the half marathon I had done, there was no need to pay attention. At least that's what I felt. There's no need to attention to pay. There's no need to pay attention to snacks or something like this. So I had very basic things with me. Namely, coffee drink, I was given a bag of chips. Also, these had been given to me. Chips. Now that I think about it, it sounds amazing, but it tells that, I mean, there's certain things I want to considerate too, but if I try to take something like extremely seriously, it might be that I don't ever start this thing. So how I had prepared, what I had in my backpack, it illustrated the fact that yeah, I had been prepared for this, but it didn't include all the assets. Had I thought like all the sites, I might have considered this so long that I never start. The fact that my snacks were funny. Yeah, it's because they were funny and because I didn't care. You can say because I was competing only myself, and I didn't want to do some hacking research for the rest of my life. I just wanted to execute. And because my way of eating, because at this point I had already changed to the new eating philosophy that sustains very long. So it's not like you will feel like constant hunger. Like I said, the coffee drink, a small bag of chips, some oranges, and 2 bananas. This was my marathon food, my marathon snacks. At some point I start feeling nauseous. And I start to think that, man, I should have prepared maybe more in between for this before jumping from half marathon to marathon. Yeah, so what ended up happening that at least 2 times, like I feel like I have lost all my power from my legs, that I cannot continue more. And one time I throw up. I don't know how to continue, so I just walk, and then I will continue. I will push it through. I will push it through. And when I reach the halfway point where I will be turning around, I actually meet some people at the election stand in this village center. And at that point I have ran a half marathon, and they offer me sausages. Luckily I don't wanna eat, I don't take, but I choose from them and wish them luck in the election. This was after running around 21.7. And when there's 8 kilometers to go, I cry because it feels so painful. It's just like it feels so painful. But still there's something in me that just pushes on. I want to go on. I need to go on because I'm this far. I cannot quit. I cannot quit. And when I keep going a couple more kilometers, so that it's only about 6 kilometers to go to the end, the tears of joy. Because at this point I realized that I'm hecking gonna make it. I yeah, because there had been these struggles, throwing up, stopping, wanting to sit next to the road and things like this. But when there's only 6 kilometers to go, I know I will make it. I know that nothing's gonna stop me. And I make it. I make it. In a time, in a time 5:45. But it's for me. 43.01 kilometers. Because of course, because there was no one like giving me the official distance, so it was I just wanted to either rather wanted to overrun it than to run too little. So that's how I finished my winter marathon in January 2022. If you like this content, please follow and subscribe. Ciao ciao.